Hey, what's going on, guys? It is FoxyDude98 here. Welcome back to guys today here on the channel. Today we are trying to drive as fast as we possibly can backwards around China this time around. Now, last time I did Australia and then I did Bahrain. Now we're here for the Chinese Grand Prix. This is actually recording attempt number 2 because the first time that I tried to record this, I set my lap forwards, tried to start driving backwards, took me ages, couldn't get it right, and I quit the game. Mad. Now, I've already got a lap time, so I'm just going to sort of drive again, and if I end up beating it, then sure. If not, then I'll just go ahead and take the lap that I did earlier. Well, luckily I set my lap time earlier because this one's half a second down on what I set in the other one. So yeah, that's kind of promising. I was actually matching it until I messed up into the one corner. Yeah, wow, good thing I had the 131 point whatever it was earlier. That's not my all-time best lap. I don't really know why the lap time needs to be invalidated because, let's face it, I made a mistake anyway. But if I return to the garage, you'll be able to see that we're going to be using the fastest lap that I've done. So if I go to this, it's just going to go to global leaderboard. I don't really care where I am because I'm using default setups. I'm not trying hard. So there you can see, look, I've got a 131.2. So I'm going to use that as my comparison. I was about to beat it actually by about 0.2, but I messed up in the last corner, and also in the hairpin. So I'm going to use that as like my references. Now we're going to go ahead and try and drive backwards. Now, this might potentially be a shorter video, mainly because I have tried many times before, but the last time I did try and drive backwards around this track was a week ago, so I've been away for a while. So, in theory, it might take a little bit longer to get used to it. But anyway, let's see how we can get on, I suppose. Yep, I'm retarded. That's so difficult for that last corner. It still remains difficult. It's not getting any easier. Not corner cut to your mother, mate. Alright, so I've already remembered the first 2 corners, so I'll the thing is, if I don't commentate on my actual flying lap, if I really go try hard serious, of course I can just commentate that, so it's not really that much of a problem. That was actually a phenomenal run through there. That was a really good run, not gonna lie. That's not really the final corner, that's just disgusting. I mean, in fairness, it's a really nice run towards the pitch straight, if that makes any coincidence. It's almost better to take it. I should have gone into first gear then. And put on the power too much, and straight away the lap is ruined. Oh, the frustrations are already setting back in. I've only been away for a week. Anyway. I hope China burns. And before someone in the comment section literally just says, hey, I'm from China and you want my country to burn, how dare you, and takes this all seriously. That was a good run. Okay, let's try and get a good lap in. I just committed to that corner too much. Just committed way too much to the corner. I've got the first 2 corners locked down, like 100%, like I've got no problem with them. This one I'm not quite sure on the braking zone for. This one's kind of simple, just got to stay in 5th, but be careful on the throttle. This is a flat right-hander, you can just keep accelerating whilst going through it. This one is sort of, it's about this, it's there, but I don't know that braking point and I won't remember it next time. And then it's this final corner, so I normally drop. Taking the wider line definitely works for it though. And then the final corner is just a pile of... I don't even know how to describe the final corner driving backwards, because the game... I've said it so many times, the game will spin you around. It will do it. It does it specifically to stop you from going backwards. Whereas, really what Codemasters should be doing is if you're driving backwards, just ignore it. Don't force them to spin round. Like if someone's driving backwards and going the wrong way, it's not hard to just spin your car like that. They don't need assistance via going the wrong... Like literally, you're doing everything in your power to stop me from going backwards. Just let me do it. You can't make a game properly, so just let me drive backwards. That'd be much more helpful. You say they can't make a game properly. They can make a game because it's right here in front of you, but they've just got too many bugs in it. For a good developer. Oh, AAA. A good one. This is actually good. I'm actually going to do it. I'm actually going to drive backwards for once. Finally! That's a clean lap as well. No problems in that lap. That was all clean. Probably the last corner was a little bit shaky, but oh my god. I'm doing donuts. I don't even care at this point. It was a failure of a donut. Well, whoopsie. Let me just get some room and do some donuts. I'm donutting it up. I don't care. This track's been the hardest one so far. I've only done 3, but whatever. Yeah, I'm donutting this up. This deserves it. Yeah, donuts are needed for doing this backwards. Oh my god. Whew! I mean, this video's only been 14 minutes, but it's not going to be a long video in the slightest, but really, that doesn't bother me. I don't care. Videos don't have to be as long as you think. Oh my lord. Okay, well, I think considering the video has been quite short, I'm going to leave the lap itself just quiet and let you guys go through it. Just watch the lap and just see how heavily I did it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to just go ahead now. I'm going to do 1 lap backwards. It's not going to be a full tryhardy lap. If I crash, then I crash, whatever. And I'm just going to show you guys the purpose of the lap. So in terms of breaking points, I have actually no idea if anyone's ever attempted to do a hot lap backwards ever since I've done these videos, but who really cares? If you have, then fair play to you. If you haven't, fair play to you, because it will hurt your brain. But anyway, so this is pretty much going to be the guidance lap. And if I get the chance to do it whilst I'm doing my main hot lap, then I will. So when you open up the car and you go towards DRS, if you're going to be looking at your brake marker boards, you're going to be actually looking for this curb. As soon as this curb appears, you want to drop it into 4th. Now you want to take an earlier line into the corner, obviously, to get the better run. Now when you're accelerating through here, as soon as that curb sort of comes into view for you, you want to sort of take it, start braking, don't add any extra acceleration onto it, or you'll overshoot the corner, because it really does turn in tight for that hairpin. Pretty much a long run down the straight now. You have nothing to worry about going on this straight. DRS is going to close. You're not going to worry about that. Through this corner, stay wide. As soon as the first exit of the curb starts to go, initially pile on some of the brakes and then drop it down to about 5th. Taking obviously a wider line, of course, and then down in towards 4th. This next right-hander, drop it into 3rd. If you need to short shift through the gears to get the traction on, do so. You'll be up into 7th. I drop it down into 6th or 5th for that corner. In fact, no, I take that back. You drop into 5th for the first right-hander. and then you go down into third for the next one. This one, accelerate to fifth, let the car work, because eventually it will start sliding out wide. This is a flat right-hander, up into seventh, you don't need to worry about it. You can get up into eighth, and then for this corner, it's all about trial and error, this corner. I don't actually have a good braking point for that corner. It just happens on one of your runs, you'll just get there, and you'll do really well with it. This corner now is really difficult. You sort of brake it to sixth, let go of the throttle ever so slightly, and then get back on the brakes. Drop it to second if you need to get the car in. Then this corner is the most toughest one, because you're doing a lot of directional switches, and then obviously the car's going to keep turning out on you, but you'll go into third for that one, and then you just go on to the start-finish straight, across towards the start-finish line, and boom, there you go. That's pretty much, that is how you do the lap backwards. A couple of things obviously which were wrong on that lap, but obviously when my main lap came to it, yeah, we're going to find out now what my lap time was, and then I'm going to compare it to my 131.2, which is obviously what my lap forward was, my best one. Alright, so as you can see, after driving backwards and then also forwards, my best lap backwards was 131.2, going backwards was a 131.8, so there was about 0.6 of a second comparison, maybe a little bit more, because I probably could have gone faster on my forwards lap, but that's not really the case. Overall though, driving backwards at China is very, very difficult. It's very hard to spot a lot of the braking points, and then there's a lot of the corners, especially going towards the final corner like you see the car coming up towards to. Now, the car will do its absolute best to try and spin you around, and it's just a really, really difficult track to get right, and when you do it right once, you kind of don't want to do it again. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Apologies as well, I want to put the little text at the top of the screen. There were a few little glitches within the video itself. That was just because of my Elgato just not really recording the video as smoothly as it should do. Then again, I have been traveling quite a bit, so that's probably why it's a little bit funny, and I haven't updated it in a long, long time. But yeah, there's only 1 or 2 moments, especially whilst we were on the hot lap as well, that it went off. So don't bother commenting, hey, there's glitches, because I know about them. It's just, I've tried to take out as many as I possibly could and have to include the ones that I genuinely had to include, like that one, because it was my fastest lap. But until then, guys, I will see you next time, where the next one is the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So that'll be fun to try and do backwards. But until then, guys, take care all.